Hello, Year 4, it's Mr. Tamlin here, and welcome to our next history lesson. Now, to begin with, we're going to have some total recall questions, which are coming onto your screen now. The first one is from last lesson, and if you remember, we had a picture of this helmet here. Our question is, who did this Sutton Hoo helmet belong to? Now, it's the name of a king. Can you remember what that king was called? Our second total recall question links to our electricity topic last term, and it says, what is a conductor? You've got a picture here with the light bulb turned on, so that might give you a clue as to what the conductor is. And then our final question links to a digestion topic. What is the function of our incisor teeth? So we have 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. What do they do? So you don't have to write anything down, but pause the video now to think about and try and answer these 3 questions. Okay, let's go through the answers then, starting with last lesson. This Sutton Hoo helmet actually belonged to King Redwold, so well done if you've got that one there. Our electricity topic, a conductor is an object that allows electricity to pass through it. That's why the light bulb is turned on. And then our incisor teeth, right at the front of our mouth, they bite and cut up our food. Well done if you've got those total recall questions for today. So, our history lesson then, we are looking at Anglo-Saxon runes, and we're going to find out exactly what this runes word means in a moment. Our main aims are to describe the features of a period of history, which is the Anglo-Saxons, and we're also going to be identifying ideas and beliefs of the people from the past. So, can you pause the video now and copy this date and title into your red topic books now? Super. So our learning powers for today, we've got 2 main ones. Firstly, we're going to be making links. There's lots of what we're going to learn today that links to what we use every day in our lives at the moment. Our other learning power is going to be imitating, that we're going to be looking at something, learning it and trying to copy exactly what it's like. So let's get started with Anglo-Saxon runes. The letters of the alphabet of the Anglo-Saxons were called runes. Runes were letters used by the Saxons to write short messages of ownership, like, this belongs to Beowulf. They were also used to write inscriptions on gravestones, like, here lies Alfred. When the Anglo-Saxons became Christians, they began to use the Roman alphabet for writing, which, as we still do today. But before that time, they wrote in runes, which look a little bit like this. Can you see on the screen now, we've got lots of different symbols and they link to letters that we're quite familiar and use today. Now you can see that some of the runes are quite like our capital letters. So this symbol looks a little bit like a capital F. This symbol looks very similar to a capital R. This is very similar to capital I. And then we've also got a symbol that looks very similar to a capital B. Some runes, though, are easier to guess if you try and turn them upside down. So this one is the capital L, and you can see it's almost like upside down. And this one is the capital U, so it's just upside down. However, some runes are not what you think at all. So behind this screen, you can see that this rune here looks like a capital M. Well, it's not. It's actually the capital E. This one looks like a capital P, but it's not. It's actually representing the letter W. Now, runes were used in religious ceremonies. They were a charm or a spell, as well as a way of writing messages. The Anglo-Saxons believed that if you used the runes in the right order, they had magical powers. Now, that's why we have the phrase to spell, like in English, when you put down the right letters in the right order, and a spell, which is a magical spell, are the same word in English. So they're exactly the same word. Did you know that even our words read and write are connected with runes? So the Anglo-Saxon word written means to carve runes, whereas the Anglo-Saxon word ridden means to interpret or know what they mean, which is a little bit like our word read. I've also added some pictures here for you, Year 4, just to check out these runes on real historical artifacts. You can see there the symbols being engraved into either metal, concrete, or whatever object it is. Now, let's move on to your task for this afternoon. Firstly, I would like you to try and write your name in runes. Now, I'm going to show you an example of my one, which is on your screen now. This is my name, so Mr. Tamlin converted into Anglo-Saxon runes. You can see this is the Mr. part and Tamlin. Some of the letters look very similar, like the B's and the M's. Some look quite different there. So first task set is write your own name. It could just be your first name, or if you want a little challenge, it could be your whole name, so your surname as well. Then secondly, I would like you to write a secret message in runes. It only needs to be a short message, but something that you can send to your teacher, and we will try and find out what you had written. Now on the board, I've given you a runes help sheet that looks a bit like this. I would, in a moment, pause the video so you can see this one when you're writing your name and your message into your book. If you prefer, though, I have put a copy onto our learning document for today, so you can either download that one, and you can even print it if you want, if you prefer that to help you with your writing today. Good luck, Year 4, and we look forward to reading your name and secret message in runes.